Hey everyone! If you've ever stared at an exam paper, totally stumped on how to write a review, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down how to absolutely nail it, every single time.
Oh yeah, we have all been there. The clock is ticking, you can feel the pressure mounting, and that blank page just stares back at you. It can feel impossible. You have opinions, for sure, but how do you get them onto the page in a way that's going to earn you a high score?
Okay, so here's the biggest secret, and it's probably not what you think. You don't have to go over the top and say something was the most mind-blowingly awesome thing ever. Honestly, that just sounds fake and unconvincing. The real key to a perfect review, the kind that examiners love, is all about having a solid, logical, and balanced structure.
So here's our game plan for today. We'll touch on the challenge, talk about planning for a high score, then we'll tear down a model review to see what makes it tick. After that, we'll build the perfect blueprint from it and wrap up with the final keys you need to succeed. Let's do it.
First things first, planning. And trust me, this is the most important part. It all happens before you even think about writing a complete sentence.
Your pre-writing plan is a super simple three-step deal. 1. You analyze the question. What are they really asking you to do? Who are you writing this for? 2. You brainstorm. Get all your ideas out, the good, the bad, all the little details. And 3. You outline your paragraphs. Simple as that.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. See, it's not rocket science. We're just talking about a few quick notes for each part, your intro, the description, what you actually thought about it, and then your final recommendation. This simple outline is going to be your best friend. It's your roadmap for the entire piece.
Okay, theory is great, but let's see how it works in practice. It's time to deconstruct a model review and really see what a perfect one looks like. So first up, I'm just going to read the whole review out loud so you can get a feel for its flow. Last weekend, I had the chance to dine at Spice Garden, one of the city's most popular Indian restaurants, and I was curious to discover if it truly deserved its reputation. The restaurant's lively atmosphere immediately stood out. Bright decorations and Bollywood music created a cheerful setting, while the staff greeted us with genuine warmth. The menu offered both classic dishes such as biryani and butter chicken, as well as a good range of vegetarian options. The food was outstanding. The chicken curry was rich and aromatic, the naan soft and fresh, and each dish beautifully presented. Service was efficient, though the restaurant was crowded and rather noisy. Prices were also slightly high, which might discourage students on a budget. Overall, I would highly recommend Spice Garden for its authentic flavors and welcoming service. It is ideal for families and groups, though not for a quiet night out. Okay, let's pull that apart. All right, let's look at that first paragraph, the introduction. It's so simple and effective. It tells us the where, the what, and the why. That line, "I was curious to discover if it truly deserved its reputation," is great. It sets a personal but, a semi-formal tone, and it pulls the reader right in.
And let's zoom in on the words here. Calling it most popular gives us instant context. Okay, this place is a big deal. And then using the word curious is brilliant. It turns the review into a kind of personal mission, and now we have to know what they found out.
So let's boil it down. A strong intro needs these 4 things. Tell us the name and what kind of place it is. Give us a reason you were there. Keep the tone friendly but not too casual. That's what we mean by semi-formal. And finally, add a little hook that makes us want to keep reading.
Now, moving on to paragraph 2, the description. Notice we're not giving an opinion yet. The job here is just to paint a picture. You're setting the scene and making the reader feel like they're right there with you.
And this is where great adjectives come into play. The writer doesn't just say, "The place was nice." No way! They use words that bring it to life. Lively, bright, cheerful, genuine warmth. These are words you can almost see and feel.
So, what are the tricks here? First, strong adjectives. Second, appeal to the senses. We've got sight with bright decorations and sound with Bollywood music. Third, get specific. Mentioning biryani and butter chicken makes it feel so much more real. And fourth, use connecting words like while to build smoother, more sophisticated sentences.
Okay, here we go. The main event. The opinion paragraph. This is where you lay your cards on the table, but pay close attention to how it's done. It's detailed, it's specific, and most importantly, it is balanced. Now this is what separates a good review from a great one. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, right? Life isn't like that, and a good review reflects it. The writer praises the food, praises the service, but then, boom, they use though to bring in the other side of the story. It was crowded, loud, a little expensive. That's what makes your opinion feel real and trustworthy.
So for your opinion paragraph, you need a clear statement like, the food was outstanding. You absolutely need to show both the good and the bad. You have to back it up with specific examples, like the rich and aromatic curry. And that little nod to the audience, mentioning prices for students on a budget, that's just a fantastic high-level touch.
And finally, we bring it home with the recommendation. You have to wrap it all up with a neat bow and give a clear, final verdict. This paragraph nails it.
Kicking things off with a word like overall is the perfect signal to the reader that you're about to wrap up. The recommendation is direct, I would highly recommend, but it's also smart. It tells you exactly who it's good for, and who maybe should give it a miss. That's genuinely helpful advice.
So here's your checklist for a killer conclusion. Start with a concluding phrase. Briefly sum up the best parts. Give a clear yes or no recommendation, and then specify who it's actually for. Easy.
All right, we've taken the model apart. Now let's put it all back together into a blueprint that you can use every single time you have to write a review.
Think of this table as your final quality check. Before you put your pen down, just quickly ask yourself, does my review have that clear 4-paragraph structure? Did I use good descriptive words? Is my opinion balanced? Are my sentences varied and interesting? And did I think about my audience? If you can tick all 5 of these boxes, you are in fantastic shape.
So, let's wrap this up. What are the absolute must-dos? 1. Plan first, always. 2. Be balanced. Show both sides. It makes you sound so much more credible. 3. Be specific. Details are everything. 4. Proofread. Don't lose easy marks to silly mistakes. And 5, maybe the most important, make sure you actually answered the question that was on the exam paper.
So there you have it, the complete blueprint for a perfect review. That fear of the blank page? It should be gone. Now you have a clear plan, a structure you can always rely on. The only question left is, what are you going to review first?